the field of AI has been focused on this goal of AGI, right? And it's been focused on it, A, because they all read a lot of science fiction books when they were kids, and maybe 10% because they think it's actually the proper way to get the most intelligence. Do you think that that has been a good thing for AI, that it has been so focused on AGI?
Yes, but most of the progress actually happens when you try and solve a specific problem. And going back to how difficult it is to define, back when human beings first created calculators, people thought, oh, intelligence is around the corner from machines, because up until then, we couldn't actually solve basic math problems with a computer or a mechanical calculator. And then when we beat chess with a computer, we thought intelligence was around the corner. Then when we beat Go, we thought it was around the corner. Same with language. And language is so fundamental to how we express ourselves and interact, it's really hard to disentangle. There are actually some pretty hard steps left. And so one of the, we keep having to move the goalpost, right? At one point, it would have been if you could beat a human in chess, that was intelligence. And then it became if you could pass the Turing test. Now people are talking about, well, can you go make $1 million, right, as an example of the test. But going back, I also want to bring in some of the elements of how this intelligence is different and why it may not make perfect sense. So going back to what Eugene said, imagine if you were teaching a kid how to do math by asking it first, what's 1 + 1? Audience participation, please. 2. Okay, 2. And what is 2 × 3? And what is the second derivative of the square of the hyperbolic tangent? Okay, so now imagine teaching children like that, and yet we somehow are able to do this. So in a very real sense, the machines that we are providing to AI are more capable of brute force computation, allowing them to learn in a way that no human being would be able to. We have to do it more intelligently. We have to pick problems that are within our sphere of competence. And if you look at the way LLMs work today, and they're about to change, they produce stream of consciousness of tokens. It's just one token after another, after another, after another. Imagine if I asked you to write a report, a story, a computer program, and I told you you couldn't use the backspace or delete key. Could you do anywhere as well as an AI? And so what we've missed is that AI is more intuitive than human beings currently in terms of being able to pick the next token or word, but not as good yet at the system too, and that's what's shifting now with some of these sort of test time compute.
I'm going to bring Thomas in here, and then Joshua, I'll go to you. But Thomas, so it seems like Jonathan is saying, this is a good goal. We just need to pursue it differently and set tasks, and we'll get to AGI, and that will bring great benefits to humanity.